lizard.
Can you smell that? Can you smell that? Can you smell what Betsy's cooking? I thought of that about like 30 seconds ago, and I thought it would be hilarious. We'll see. When I watch it back later, we'll see if I was right or wrong. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we are continuing our road to Pro Tour Las Vegas to road to Pro Tour Nats, like kind of everything. We are playing Betsy at US Nationals, in case you missed it. Yes, that is not a joke. If you watch this later, I am playing Betsy at US Nationals. And we're practicing the deck, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of coming together. I'm vibing with the deck and how it feels right now. I am 15-4 in the first 19 games that I've played. I'm not saying it's insane or broken or anything, but it's pretty good. It's better than I thought it was going to be. So I've been enjoying the vibes with the deck. It does feel pretty good. We're continuing to work on the list and kind of iron it out. Just like playing through, the cards and different things we can play. So we'll end up seeing what we come up with. Copper, thanks so much for becoming a member on YouTube, Blaze Battalion. I appreciate that, brother. It means a lot. Also, as a part of our goal, we are going to roll this up to 508, because if we get to 750 YouTube memberships and Twitch subscribers, I will cosplay Betsy at US Nationals. That's right. Cosplay Betsy at US Nationals. I have not added double downs to the list. I am very sorry, Topic, and I will explain why here in just a minute. Bringe, Topic, Copper, Steve, Rose, Matt. What is up, everybody? Thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys could make it to the stream this evening. We saw some pretty cool stuff yesterday. We watched the Zyggy Armory deck video, debut, the premiere yesterday, which was pretty cool to see. I enjoyed seeing the deck and like some of the things it could do. And then after that, we kind of walked into the Betsy deck. We played a couple of games, just getting a feel for the deck. Good morning, Saxaboom. Welcome. Zach.exe has stopped working. I just had a small stroke right there trying to think of what I was going to say. Yeah, I don't know. That was just was gone. Yeah, I truly I truly just had a stroke and forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. Those words are gone. I'm sorry. Those thoughts may never come back to me for as long as my days exist. Dave, thank you for the 20 months over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you. It means a bunch. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate that. Let's say that rolls us up to 509. We're rolling. I'm a 5.0 with the rack top, or with the... Damn, I messed up the song. Obviously, my brain is not working today. But that's okay, because you don't need a brain to throw the log. That's right. We did go over the rules update yesterday. And I swear, like, that the rules update might have broke my brain in half. Might have actually broke my brain in half. It was kind of crazy. I have a fat burger and shake coming after a 14-hour day. Dude, that sounds pretty nice. I just had Chick-fil-A. So, like, Carly was kind enough to pick up Chick-fil-A on the way home. Like, I'm very appreciative of that, of her doing that. It set me up for success tonight, even though my brain's not working. That's right, the log. Yeah, I truly, like, I was hoping that what I was going to say a minute ago would come back to me, but it's not. So I'll tell you what, let's jump in. Let's jump in. What rolls downstairs alone or in pairs rolls over the neighbor's dog? Yo, the log? You love to see it. Dude, that is so funny. That is actually hilarious. Let's see. Well, right there. I got here to keep subbing, only discover that it's been auto-subbing. Guess we're aggro-blazing it. Well, geez, I appreciate that. It means a lot regardless. I appreciate the... Whether you do it monthly or whether it auto does it, I appreciate it. It means a bunch, man. It means a whole bunch. Taking a look at the Betsy list that we played yesterday, a lot of this is the same, but I'm going to go back and highlight some of the cards from yesterday so that we can keep talking about some of the stuff. You know, just for people who maybe missed yesterday's stream, or maybe you're here today, you know, and like maybe it wasn't quite sinking in because I was probably mentally fatigued after reading the rules update and stuff like that. So we're going to go through and talk about some of the things that are important inside of the deck. Now, starting off with changes. I do want to start off in the sideboard. One of the changes that I made is I added a third copy of Oasis Respite. Oasis Respite could be in a position to make a resurgence into the format in a big way. We have a Swolio coming out, and we have Zyggy coming out that are both looking to do arcane damage. This is, you know, like just a card that gains... It is a 5 value card, is a way to think about this. I think Oasis Respite has a really good chance of making its way back into the meta. So I'm going to be on 3 of this card. We're going to try 3. I played a couple of games earlier today where the third one felt pretty good. There's also a world where like Rampart and Rampart plays really well with Oasis Respite. So I think cutting the second staunch to be on 3 Oasis Respite is a pretty good place to be. Rouse has continued to feel really good. I'm hoping that we will keep playing this in the Guardian Mirror and it will continue to feel good and continue to get value. I have to admit, I have not seen any real value from Buckle yet. Like, it's just kind of been a 3 block. If it continues to not feel that good, or it kind of feels weird, we may look at playing something else. We may like look at adding something else correctly. I don't think you're pronouncing that correctly. Respite? Oasis Respite? That is how they pronounce it on the Flesh and Blood streams, is why I pronounce it that way. I was calling it Oasis Respite for a long time, but Respite was how they pronounced it on the Flesh and Blood live stream, so that's why I started doing that. Yo, Cole, of course we're out here dropping logs, dude. We're being dropping logs on everybody. We need to like take that moment, and then like it cuts into like me being like 0-4 later in the stream would be hilarious. I always thought it was interesting that they pronounced it that way too, my love, but that they do. So that's what I've rolled with. Is this more or less accurate for the rules change regarding mostly the new warrior cards? Those 2 cards, there are 2 cards that could potentially generate attacks that first target something and can target Spectra. Even if you wouldn't result in an attack and Spectra dies immediately, 2 Arclights completely Fs and all copies of Beck and Still played an attack. So for each copy of Beck and Still you play, I think you would still, like, even if you played 2 copies of Beck and Still in the reaction step, you still only kill 1 Arclight Sentinel, I think is how I interpreted that. Can somebody confirm for me? I'll be sure to let them know that they're wrong. Don't worry. I will get you set up with like Bryce and Scott and like all of the people who do casting. I'll make sure to get you a group chat going with them so you can let them know that they're wrong. Where are you getting 12 resources for 2 arc lights? I mean, that is a lot of resources for 2 arc light sentinels, which would be kind of crazy. 2 arc light sentinels one arc light sentinel eats both of, if they're played on the same chain link, it eats both of them is how I understand it. Is how I understand that. So continuing to move through the deck. I want to we didn't really spend a lot of time on this yesterday, but I want to talk about the real value that a card like Bet Big it offers to the game plan that we have. When you attack with Bet Big, you are wagering a gold, a might, and a vigor token if you would like to. Now, if you pitch 2 blues, come in for 9 overpower, and let's say your opponent blocks for 7. They give you a 3 block and then a sink below, and they block for 7, take 2. You make a gold, which allows you to set up for good time chapeau. You also get a might and a vigor. This means on your next turn cycle, you can attack for 7 after blocking with 3 cards. That is a really good power play. Bet Big and Good Time Chapeau put you in this situation where you are generating value turn to turn. So against a deck like Syndra, Katsu, potentially even Dio, I don't know, like we're probably on like hard fatigue slop against Dio. But like against like Syndra and Katsu, these decks that are like looking to try and pressure you and race you down, I think that, you know, the log and Good Time Chapeau, and then you pair that with a card like Bet Big, you're able to get a lot of value. You're able to do a lot of really powerful things that can really put your opponent on the back foot and will allow you to not necessarily disrupt your opponent, but you are applying more pressure than them and having a bigger like value per turn cycle, which is really, really important. So even though we don't offer that much disruption, the 2 big things that offer disruption in our deck are Command and Conquer, which is like a staple of like pretty much every deck ever, and Drink 'em Under the Table. Drink 'em Under the Table can be very, very powerful. So there definitely are like some ins and outs of the deck. We're going to be looking at Buckle tonight. If Buckle does not impress me, then we might add like a second Sense Weakness in. We may look at adding in like a Choke Slam so that we can have some like you know, more like 6 value for Rouse and things like that. Yo, what's up, Michael? I'm very excited for Prague. I wish I was going to be there, but I am excited to get to like watch the event. Someone needs to put them in their place, please. Somebody clip that and just send it to like Sam O'Byrne and like Scott Mines and Bryce, please. Oh, the way I understand it, any targeting trigger, even if the result wouldn't be an attack, kill Spectra and Arclight soaks up all instance of Beck and Still. Yes, that was how I understood it. Is Betsy going to be fatigue or will it be somewhat mid-rangey? Looking for a solution to Fatiguity's losing Millers when Victor goes? I think that you can build a heavy fatigue version of Betsy if you would like. Somebody actually sent me a list earlier today that I plan to test a little bit, and it's like heavy fatigue. So I was pretty excited to see that list when I got sent that today. I think you should 100% bet big on Betsy winning this. Nerves of Steel. Don't ever talk to me again, Michael. I'm just kidding. I think we were all there for the Bleach incident. Hopefully not, but you know, like the Bleach incident was not great. Oh, dang it. Was not great. Yo, Philip, what's up, dude? Hey, Jesse, what's up, buddy? Jesse, I'm going to play my list tonight. I want to keep working on the list and seeing how it feels. Terra Sunder is also a very, very good place to be for disruption. I love Terra Sunder. It's great at closing games out at the end of the game. The what incident? Nerves of Steel and never yield gameplay win? Please, God, no. Hot Dog Soup is my favorite. Fatigue players probably. Hot Dog Soup? Huh? Yo, that's crazy work, bro. That's actually crazy work. Hey, what's up, Ian? Dude, we should all be betting big on Nats. I'm very excited. And the crazy part about this deck is, like, I'm enjoying the deck a lot. I am enjoying the deck a lot. Like, I'm actually having a lot of fun playing this deck. It's been really cool. It's just been a lot of fun. I'm also really impressed with how good Riches is in the deck. Like, obviously, like, the gym, like, no block value can be awkward at times. It's not a blue, so you don't get to, like, pitch it to attack for 7. You're forced to attack for 6. I don't know. I do think Riches fits pretty well into the deck, though. Generating an early gold can be important. It pitches to Staunch if you need it to. It pitches to Flexures. Like, it has value plays that are pretty solid. I wish it drew you a card when you pitched it, like it did in Victor. But, you know, beggars and choosers and all that. My YouTube was accidentally 30 seconds behind. Can I perchance see that fatigue list? I can post it in the Discord if you guys want. I can post it in the Discord. That's fine. Aggro isn't a fatigue player, doesn't like soup. Yo, I said hot dog soup. Hot dog soup sounds criminal. I do like fatigue, though. Based. Adding blue pummels to the main board? Blue pummel. It's a 2 block, which makes me skeptical. Pummel already doesn't have, like... We're really only on a handful of cards that we want to be targeting with Pummel. Command and Conquer, Bet Big, and Drink 'em Under the Table. And it's pretty telegraphed on Drink 'em Under the Table and Bet Big. I don't know. If the log was a hammer, oh my god. If we could Pummel log, we'd be on, like, we'd probably be on 6 blues and reds, to be honest. It does give Gravy and Marlin something to steal. That is very true. Blubble and Yaml enjoyers? Yo. So, I've always heard people call it Yodel, like Yellow Throttle, but I'm not going to lie. Yaml? I'm in for that. This list looks far too normal. I mean, yeah, this is my list I've been working on that I actually would like to try and do well with at Nationals. You know, everybody else is going to present the sauce. Are you super good into Teklo because of the way Evos work with Overpower? Are we super good into Teklo? Probably not. But... like, we're probably favored if I had to guess. Do I think we're like a slam dunk? Probably not. Like, so the boost version of the deck might just be able to, like, boost us down. And, like, then play into, like, a singularity late in the game. And then there's also, like, a chance where, like, the non-boost version just has enough defense to play through Overpower, so it may not matter. Luke, was yours the one that you, like, literally just added all the Aurora cards to and sent? Was that the one I'm thinking of? Oh, the +1 blue instant? You're thinking of, The Suspense is Killing Me. That card was in my list. I cut those 2 copies for a Buckle and a Sense Weakness. You could talk me into cutting Buckle for a... You could talk me into cutting a Buckle for the +1. We might try that. I'm thinking I'll just submit a Betsy Sledge list and have everyone vote for that. Yo, I need you all to know that if you all present me with a deck that does not play log, your all's powers are being taken away. You voted for the hero, and I will cosplay if we get there. But if there's not log in the deck, your powers have been revoked. Oh, that was Andrew? I don't remember. That was the one that stood out to me. Randy submitted the fatigue one. Taylor had a somewhat real list. Sam's was like the $3,000 pile. Why do I not remember your list, Luke, that you submitted? That you, like, put in the team Discord? I'm trying to think of what it was. At least you'll beat all the Omens heroes you play against. Is that true, though? Are we sure about that? All sledge boaters will be banned? Yes. Mine was later because I was at work. I'm not playing Sam's list. There's a 0% chance I'm playing Sam's list. I would actually have to like buy like tons of cards to play Sam's list. It's not happening. Hang on. Let me pull up. Where did I miss Luke's list? Oh, this says that he started to build a list and then realized how much he doesn't like Guardian. Hang on, let me see what's in this before I even put this on the screen. He's literally just added. It's just his Sage Volta deck. Hang on, let me show you guys this shit. Oh, he's literally just his Volta deck that he plays in Silver Age. I swear, Luke, bro, you're killing me, dog. That's actually so good. That's so good. You can beat Swolio and Aurora well. I mean, I like that. Sam's list literally played like I think it played every legal fable you could play. I think it played every legal fable you could play in the deck. Yeah. Custom log playmat tube. We will be rocking a foil tube. Joke's on us when round one he's on stream at Nats, but he's playing Aurora. Dude, that would be crazy, Matt. I feel like the community would like disown me as a whole. And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy work. Like actually. That would actually be crazy work. Okay. We've talked about the deck. Some of the things we like, some of the things we dislike about the deck. Let's roll. Let's play some games. We're in there like swimwear. I mean, I doubt I'll get on stream round one. Ethan, like normally the like reigning national champion goes on stream. If I am going to be put on stream with Betsy, I'm going to have to start the day like 2-0. Like I dead ass think that I'm going to have to start the day like 2-0. Now, we could start the day 2-0. Could happen. I don't think it's possible, but it could happen. Make the tube a log, please. Oh, we are dropping logs. Yes. Yes, Rhetoric. Look, it's good. The surges pay for your cards, and you can use your hand to pay for Betsy's ability. I mean, we trust Zach to come through and smack some folks on stream with Betsy. Dude, I would love to be on stream with this deck. It would be hilarious. I mean, I guess we just want to go first, right? I guess we're just on AB3 and log. We're going to be on all 3 copies of Oasis Respite. Our Bravado is really good. I mean, they create lightning flows, right? Ponder tokens. Would we rather just be on this? I don't know what they're going to throw at us, so we'll play it like this and see how it feels. I have no idea. I mean, we could just not bring in riches. Actually, let's play both the pummels. What the hell? What the holly? Let's live on the edge. Waning Moon, my brother in Raw. Striders, nodes, and this. Do we just want to throw 9 to throw 9 early? I think I'd rather get the gold going, right? Like, I think we just want to get gold online. More gold we have, the better off we'll be later. What the holy? Trent says that shit all the time, dude. Now it's like stuck in my vocabulary. Swolio, and we are going first. This is my first game against Swolio. Like, on God, for real, for real. First Swolio game confirmed. No D-React, please. Yo, we're getting juiced. You're a wizard. You're not supposed to do this. I have no idea what to expect against this deck. RTPTLV is Road to Pro Tour Las Vegas is the idea. That's like our series we're doing right now. Oh, and they have a gold? Dude, we're cooked. They're already cracking it. Oh my God, we're so cooked. The Heliante? If you don't pull your shirt up over your head, I mean, bro, if you think I won't pull my shirt up over my head, you are sorely mistaken, my friend. Sorely mistaken. Yeah, I mean, let's pitch one. Like, we have AB3. Like, if that's how they want to spend their turn, I'm okay with that. Their turn obviously wasn't very good. And I mean, is this the plan? Are we just trying to fatigue them? Can we just fatigue with AB3 and just I would have sent AB2 and try to abuse Hat. I mean, that's fair. Maybe that's actually correct, right? Hashtag unban Volzar. Bruh. I mean, reacts are feeling pretty bad so far. Reacts are feeling pretty bad. Oh, the 50-turn game was actually hilarious, Michael. Oh, dude, I love that. I actually love that. What is this? We need to get a gold. So we're going to block like this. We're going to give the sink. What you got? A billion could have never bought. Hey, hey, hey. We gonna party like it's 30-12 tonight. It was turn 50, and there was 25 minutes left on the clock. Because my understanding of what happened, and again, like if Max or Paul or like, you know, PVG sees this and they want to fix this, they want to correct me here, was my understanding that, oh, dude, Static Shelter and that chess piece is insane. It was my understanding that they understood that there was a game state that like they just needed to like play towards. And so they were literally just passing back and forth trying to create this board state. That was my understanding of what happened. This is going to deal 4. We're going to respite ourselves. We're going to target this. And if they hit us with the old waning moon, we're going to give them the old razzle dazzle here. And then we don't need to block this. Yeah, it seemed like a lot. It did seem like a bit of a gentleman's agreement. That is exactly what it seemed like, to be honest. The Swolio of that game said what was happening. Oh yeah, I did read Paul's tweet about it, but I don't remember exactly what it said. So I don't want to like comment and like put words in his mouth or anything. I mean, that CNC attack did change everything. It was CNC for 10, right? If I remember correctly. I was like, give me a gold. I love gold. We're on one today. I may not be able to think. I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I do have a plan. We can pitch this. No life gain for us. Big Sag. All right, so we've set up our first rouse and pitch stack here, which is pretty good. Do I want to throw CNC? I feel like we've not seen that many attacks. I'm kind of scared to Arsenal is Fate Foreseen. I'll be real with y'all. I'm kind of scared to Arsenal is Fate Foreseen. You're like Betsy, brain works better when drunk. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not going to say you're wrong because there's probably some validity there, but I don't know if I appreciate that or not, Matt. Oh no! Oh no! Please! Ha ha! You've activated my trap card, Yugi boy. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Bang! Bottom this. Bang! I would have loved to have overpowered CNC. In my head, that's what I was gonna do, but like that's what I was going to do, and then I realized I didn't have chapeau, so I couldn't do it. So there is like now like this like weird world where like I'm trying to I have to determine after this game, would AB2 have been enough to have won us this game? I mean, we're just gonna try and take 0 physical damage and just like, ooh, what does this do? Destroy a lightning flow you control. Discard a card and create a ponder token. If an instant is discarded this way, you may play it this turn. Okay. They kind of seem like they're lightning lander. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the butt to say. I don't think people are gonna say that. People were like, Reaping Blade and Florian create a play pattern of not playing the game when it was actually completely Verdance's fault, and the Florian had to try. Oh no, I completely agree with that. I completely agree with that, Avengers. Like, the problem was never like Florian. The problem was how the game like is kind of like set up, and how like they're like you were forced to play. There was a weird part of the game like where Victor also kind of had to play that way. Good Verdance players like really tried to play around it a lot of times, but how many D-Reacts have we seen? All 3 shelters in a sink. You guys think they're on Fates too? What are we discarding? So we make a Ponder. So if you have no cards in hand, do you create the Ponder if you have no cards in hand to discard? Ooh, Shocklander's a good one. I have destroyed one of these, so it's 5 go again. I think we're just going to block with the bet big. I think we're just looking to play the old fatiguesy here. Okay, so they do make a Ponder even if there's no cards to discard, which is kind of neat. I think I'll take 2. I think I'm okay with going to 36. Especially considering that I'm not playing around I know I'm not playing around why does this have go again? Why did they not? Oh, it has go again because of the now I know why. It has go again because of the current funnel. So flow blue CNC is kind of fire. I'm not sure what you mean, Yeez. Can you explain a little bit better? I just want to make sure that I understand. Damn it, I forgot to write the timestamp down of when this game started. Swolio. Ooh, they're going to discard photon splicing. And then try to give it go again. Okay. So little AMCs. Little AMCs here. Yeah, I mean, we'll block what we can. Not much else we get to do here. Ooh. So this could be 6. We're just gonna block 7.
Lizard.
My headset just turned off? It did. I think we'll just keep the blue. I think this is fine. And then we can just block this out. I mean, I'm pretty interested in just like blocking as much as I can. We are, in fact, grinding the best CC legal guardian available to us right now. Abby is correct. You have Lightning Flow, pitch a blue to CNC, one floating, activate Swolio, and create a Ponder, setting up an arsenal without any of their cards in hand, of course. Okay. So you literally just get to throw Command and Conquer and then just like Ponder. That's actually kind of cool. Oh no, the double pump. We were hit by a ricochet. So we tunic the consign to Cosmos. We shelter to cover this up, and then we throw the CNC for disruption. Because I don't just want to pass, but I would like to try and play my pummel to throw them off. I was like trying to save this for the pummels. We did put pummels in, right? Yeah, we put both the pummels in, which means it could be potentially awkward later. The line of discarding to like just pitch a blue, play CNC, activate Swolio, discard nothing, and then ponders actually kind of insane, right? No, I'm out of soda from Chick-fil-A. Damn me and liking soda. I played myself. You know, I should probably be paying attention to what my opponent's pitching so that we can keep up with the late game, right? This is gonna be for 6. We can take 2 this way. There's probably no way this is correct, but we only take 2 this way. We could E-strike for 7, but I think we're better off to just attack them for 6. Like, we just want to play the sledge game plan, I think, here. I think we're just like sledging. And every now and again, we like to sledge for 7. We'll go blue to the bottom. I think that's good. I really don't like blocking with a Terrace under. I wonder if we're supposed to play a One of Remembrance in this matchup if it goes this way. No, we don't need a gold. We're just going to Arsenal Pummel. And I probably will look for a good setup turn. I mean, we're at 30. And like they only like half of their deck is gone. So that's a pretty good place to be. Has some cool space to work with. I have a sense that people are going to do some pretty cool things with Swolio once all the cards are out. The stream title is fire. My man. I appreciate it, Randy. I appreciate it, Randy. And listen, don't you listen to the rest of the team. You keep advocating for that fatigue Betsy deck. I'm Team Randy all the way, brother. I'm Team Randy all the way. I think I want to pummel. Do we want to pummel this or pummel CNC? I mean, it seems pretty tough for them to block 9, right? We've seen 3 shelters and 2 sinks. I think I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wager and overpower this. I kind of like want to like test the limits of Swolio here. Team log? Oh, hang on. Fatigue Betsy deck list that was sent to me earlier. I'm so sorry. I told you guys I would get that and I forgot. 1 second. 1 second. I got you guys. Hang on. Let me find the deck list. Copy link. I'm gonna post it in the stream deck list. Fatigue Betsy. Now this was sent to me by somebody. Like this is not my deck list in any way. So Just so you guys are aware. No, I'm going to get juiced by the static shelter. Oh, okay. Just kidding. Just kidding. We'll pitch the Rouse. This blocks effectively if they do hit us with something. I mean, yeah, we'll just take 3 again. There's not like a pot combo to my knowledge, so like I don't think we're worried about like getting juiced out of nowhere. Log was a nightmare back in high school. The fatigue Betsy list is in the Discord. Shout out to Maddie for sending that over earlier. All right. 2-card 8 off of our bet big value. You can make your own game logs with Codex Journal, the sponsor of the Breakpoints podcast. That's right. I do love holding it up. It has become one of my favorite segments of the podcast is when I flip to a random page and Sam and Taylor guessed whether I would have won or not, like whether I won that game or not. Aurora testing has unfortunately gone middling so far. I'm hoping I'm missing something huge. Okay, so I genuinely think that there is going to be like I really think that there is going to be like that we're going to see some more commons we've not seen so far that are kind of like like we're going to see a couple of glue commons. Hit him with that pubble. Holla.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
What is O2? Somebody referred to something as O2 earlier, and I did not understand. Given that O1 is shot 2. Is that like a... Like, are we saying Acilio 2 and Acilio 1? Oh, people are calling Acilio 2 O2? Interesting, I did not know that. I'm also hoping the rest of the comments are really good as well. And we're going to pay 2. And we have the pummel. Ayo! O1 is old Cilio. Yo, I love that Acilio's name just like changes so much. That's right, Swolio. See, this is the name I like. Swolio or bust. Tell them, Bran. Tell them. Oh, by the way, the podcast is getting pushed back this week. Sam's computer is dead basically. I don't really know what happened. Sam's having his computer worked on. So the podcast is getting pushed to this weekend until Sam gets his computer back and we can record. Just as a heads up. O2 is quicker to type. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, hey! Utility blues work out pretty well because we can just like do some shenanigans with this. Shenanigans? Someone say shenanigans? Ayo! Yo, look at this pitch stack. Did I do that? No. I don't think we're back around to pitch stack. Oh, kill me. Juice me. I mean... Y'all should do the podcast after the premiere. I think we're going to try and record the podcast on Friday. And then we're going to We're going to record the podcast on Friday, and then I think it'll come out on Sunday. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. No, what? Yo, what? Stop taking game actions and die already, please. Hooray! Confetti! We did it! Dun 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 dun. Voicimo! We did it! Hooray! I think that's what Dora says. Let's see. We got the win. Being on AB3 allowed for a fatigue angle. AB2 plus Chapeau would have let us wager with CNC earlier for good disruption. A lot of tall arcane spells in that deck. I really think that AB3 might just be better. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's worth considering, though. Pummels lined up well down the stretch. D-reacts were not good. D-reacts were middling. You know what? I don't know if I'm spelling that right. We're just gonna put D-reacts were mediocre. Pretty sure that's how you spell mediocre. Shit, now I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Oh. Wait, was that right? Yeah. There's no second O in mediocre. Did you all know this? Was nobody going to tell me? You animals. The only words you need to spell correctly is log. That's right. Tell them. I mean, yeah. Swolio does seem to be like looking like still like trying to find his path. Okay, Tuffnut as game number 2. Good luck and have fun. This matchup seems cursed. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. Like, there are generally when I think of Tuffnut, I think of the Guardian Destroyer. But 7 Overpower might be pretty good. Staunches, Riches, Pommels, Oasis Respites. I'm not really opposed to playing more than 60 in this matchup. Maybe we play 1 Remembrance. We run 63 with a 1 of Remembrance here. Heart could be okay. I don't know. I think we're just kind of like winging it, right? I don't know what the correct play is here. This should be a good match. All right, clearly I know nothing. Clearly I know nothing. Also, Tuffnut! We are going second. I did want to go first. Yo, Bunker Beard. What the hell? Okay. That's a lot of 6s. We might be cooked. That's true. We cannot Oasis the log. Like specific the rock. Yeah, we cannot Oasis that specifically. Ay. Now let's just cover this up. We're not playing Fatigue, Betsy, necessarily. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but, you know, we're not exactly lining up with Fatigue, Betsy. We're gonna try and do some stuff, you know? We're gonna do some stuff here. This is like we are 100% playing like a mid-rangey plan that can pivot to fatigue if I have to. This is where I'd put my gold if I had one. It's funny because we do have a gold. Oh, hey. We're going to take 3. Sent you the images? Yo, you sent me what images, Dot? Best Aurora build right now is going to be Pot Aurora? Oh, God. That's hilarious. They're going to activate Gauntlets of Tyrannical Rick. We're going to say no blocks. We're going to cover this. Hit him with the old log. Give him the old razzle-dazzle. And then hit him a little Fate for Scene. No. After we chew through some armor, we can start hitting them with that good time shippo. Oh, is there spoilers from World Tour Weekly? I'm going to want to take a look. What? No! No! You're not supposed to block this. You're supposed to just give me all of your equipment, bro. Like, just give me all of your equipment. And then let me throw Chapeau at you every turn and win forever. There's more spoilers from Gym Pack 5. Okay. All right, Dot's stressing me out, dude. I mean, I'm just like, we need to stop right now. We need to stop right now. And of course, my Tuffnut opponent's just like, la, 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 la. We're going to make you wait for spoilers. I'm very excited to see the new Gym Pack spoilers. What cards could I be excited about? It's not like Majestics or anything, so like... Okay. There's a little toughness action. I mean, we know these cards, but they are now in different treatments. Oh, yeah. No, that's fine. I'm trying to think of like what it could be that would be like, oh, yes, I'm having a wonderful time. I like this card very much. There's no go again here. Yeah, we'll log it up for 7. I'm really excited to see what it is. Big hydrate for Bringe that I missed 45 minutes ago. Bringe, I'm sorry. I'm the worst. I need to go in. I've said this before, but I need to go in and add like notifications that pop up on the screen for like the hydrates and stuff. Oh, there's that equipment we wanted, BB. Now we just got to worry about Bunker Beard. Only one armor block is kind of cool. Like, yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely a world where like we're doing some cool stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna put him in the juicer. Put him in the blender. Giving him the business. When we're done with this person, they're gonna look like, I don't know, some kind of condensed juice. I feel like this is gonna be a lot. $11. Ay. Probably no reason to block with my headpiece. In fact, it's actually just objectively incorrect. That's okay. We're going to take 2. We're going to come in for 9. They would have to give all of their equipment to be able to cover this. Unless they're like the first Tuffnut I've ever seen playing. I mean, I guess they could have like a Thick Hide Hunter or something, which would be pretty good. Oh, shit. You are so right. You are so right. How many games have we played? Have we played 1 game so far? We played 1 game. We played a Swolio. I did not update that. Thank you for reminding me. That's the wrong thing. Normally I remember to update that. I'm telling you, my brain is all over the place today. No, they want a vigor. Dang it. Thank you, Foxy. We did get that. I'm excited to see what's in the gym pack. If you have looked at what's in the gym pack, hang on just a minute because I'm going to look after this game. I'm excited to see what it is, though. Ew, brother, ew. Brother, ew. I don't like this. No, no sledges. No sledges. Probably one of the only times you'll hear me say we don't like sledge around here. It's funny that they drew 2 cards and they still have 3 cards in hand. Okay. Sure. And then it's Reckless Stampede for 8. We give up a bet big. We're gonna take 6 probably. E-Strike for 7. Arsenal the Staunch is fine. Oasis Respite is not great. I do believe that we can put our card on the bottom if we want to. I am gonna put my card on the bottom. They had a no hero stands alone text. Yeah, so we end up taking 6. We can wager E-Strike, which I do kind of like, to be honest. And then Arsenal the Staunch seems like a pretty good place to be. So we use Tunic. We activate Chapeau. We know they have that thing on top. This is a little risky. See if we get there. Let's see if we get there. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. A lot of things y'all can be doing on a random Tuesday night. So I appreciate y'all chilling and hanging out with me. Means a lot. Win this clash. Win this clash. Num 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 num. That's right. That's right. We win the clash. We win our chapeau. Yo, this is Omega Juice. They're going to do this in the damage step. Or they're going to do it now. Like, yeah, like we knew that was coming. But I get to gain a life. We take 4. With our 2 that we have floating, we're going to hit them with the old staunch response here. Value Town population us. And then we are just going to attack for 8 and wager. Let's see. So they have a toughness 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't want a chapeau here. We do want to wager an overpower, though. We want to keep the value rolling where we can. Setting up more golds is good for us the later the game goes on. What you got? A billion could have never bought. Hey, hey, hey. I've been listening to a lot of Justin Bieber lately. After Bieber's Coachella performance, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've always been a believer, but, you know. Always been a believer, but still, I mean, just, you know. Hey, man. I am new to Fab, and I was wondering what is the best class to start with to really focus and learn fundamentals of the game. I played a little bit of Arachne, Mario, and Slippy. Majin, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Flesh and Blood. We're happy to have you. I would say that one of the best places to start and learn the game is Warrior. Warrior is a class that teaches you a lot about blocking and attacking and like the reaction step. So it teaches you a lot of like you would generally call the fundamentals of the game. Plus, here in a few months, there is a set coming out called Mastery Pack Warrior, where like like you just like you get to like you're going to get a lot of upgrades and get to play with some new cards. So I think that Warrior would be a really good place to start. So what if we just block with Sink Below? I don't think I want to sink anything though, right? Like I'm gonna crack a gold off of the riches, and we're gonna try and just rip a blue and throw bet big and wager. Ooh, I really don't want to take 6 here. This would have been a good turn for flexors. I forgot they had action points. But this does further my turn and what we're looking to do here. Ira is a good one to learn as well. Like Jay said, Ira is a good one that will kind of like teach you a lot of the fundamentals of the game. That is unfortunate. Man. Do you have any warrior recommendations? I mean, warrior recommendations, I would say like Dorinthia just got a big upgrade. I think that Olympia is going to have a decent chance with the new weapon. Kasai is pretty good. We just want to Arsenal bet big, right? Like, I think we're just shipping 6, and we want to Arsenal the respite, right? Like, we're lower on life. We can try to, like, respite something. This is also... No, I'm gonna Arsenal the bet big. Yeah, I don't know. Dorinthia is a very straightforward warrior. That's true. It has a very straightforward play pattern. I was like, this turn's going to be very aggressive, I imagine. So their next thing gets +3, 3 vigorous smash-ups, and a no hero stands alone. We are just blocking out this turn. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah, absolutely. You are welcome. I'm always happy to chat and like talk about things. I really enjoy the game and talking about stuff like that. So always happy to have those conversations. If you ever have any questions or anything, Majin, you can always reach out to me on Discord. If you're not in the Discord, !Discord will get you a link to my Discord. So you're more than welcome to come and hang out. We'd love to have you. But yeah, always happy to chat. Also, Majin, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. I appreciate that. Guys, if you are here for the first time or you are new to the channel, and guys, this goes for everybody. We got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. Would love to get to know more about you guys. Damn, I was hoping for like a 3 or something, because now we're just, again, priced into blocking. Like, them rolling 7s like this is just tough. Or rolling to 5, because now we're going to have to block and then block again. Because they have to hit a red. Yeah, they make a toughness, so now they're going to come in for 8. We're going to take 3 down to 7. Man. Okay. Well, our opponent's drawing a lot of aggression here. All right, that's only 2 6s. The Buckwild and the Vigorous Smash-Up do not count. Damn. Just all kinds of go again here, huh? I mean, and we know they have a Buckwild in this hand. Remember when you guys said this was like free at the beginning of the game? Oh my god, we're gonna go to 1, and I'm gonna have to block with everything but Remembrance. Jesus. Hey, Majin, I get it. I played a lot of I played Magic for 7 years before I came to Flesh and Blood, so I completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I said at the beginning of the game that I felt like this was not going to be easy, and it has lived up to that every step of the way. Hmm. I mean, that didn't feel crazy to me. Like, it didn't really feel like our opponent juiced us or anything. Felt like that was just like a good back and forth game, and like their numbers just ended up being better. Now, 9 Buckwild is, I mean, not surprising. Like, it makes a lot of sense. It's your consistent go again, right? I actually think that's like a really smart place to be, is 9 copies of Buckwild. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this matchup is like super favored for us. Like that, like seemed like, I mean, I understand like the idea that like we were talking about like just throwing the like just swinging the overpower every turn, but like they blocked it out multiple turns without using like Bunker Beard. I mean, they had armor sitting on the board the entire game that we just never got through. Kind of crazy. Op was able to block out Log for 7 multiple times. Never really got a value engine going. They were out valuing me almost every turn. 9 Buckwild lets them keep up pressure. Yeah, that's going to be one of those matchups that like I'm going to have to like look at and like evaluate to see how it feels. Okay. So Dot sent us 2 cards. Dot sent us 2 cards. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me get this pulled up here for us to take a look at. Looks like there's 2 cards from the from World Tour Weekly here. I mean, the richest play drawing into a red did hurt us a lot. I agree. I agree, Scouttle. I was playing scared of it where I didn't have to. I mean, oh, Bunker Beard doesn't work versus Overpower? Oh. Okay, so we could have actually just slammed it multiple times and I didn't. Okay, that is good to know. That is actually good to know. All right, so we got a couple new cards. Seek Vengeance is cool. Let's go. Come on now. Marvel Log. We are Betsying at the right time, y'all. At the right time. Let's freaking go. Is this the Marvel or is it Cold Foil? I mean, Cold Foil is good enough for me, but it's like, it doesn't look like a Marvel. Like, it looks like Cold. Either way, Cold Foil Log. About to go ham at Nats. And yes, Chris did call his shot like literally 20 minutes ago in chat. So, am I gonna get one? Come on, Jay. Hell yeah! We gonna get a cold foil log? Come on now. Y'all already know. Also, you know, Seek Vengeance is like, you know, cool or whatever. Ah! Come on now. I have to have a cold foil log, baby. That's so cool. I am so excited they printed that. I'm probably more excited they printed that than I should be, to be honest. But, like, that's pretty cool. Marvel log is cool. Or, I'm sorry, not Marvel. Cold foil. Still sweet, though. Let's see. Where are we at? You want to go first? This is 113.15. Oh, we're gonna have time for a fourth game. Yo, let's go. Well, I mean, if this one goes well, I just like I assumed we were much later in the evening than we were. Cutting flexors. Can we pile driver this matchup? I think this is fine, right? God, we have Clash of Bravados in the deck, but we don't bring them in ever. I'm thinking we might just like. You feel like Staunch is bad? Into Tempestuous Kiss? Okay, we'll try this. We'll try this. I'll trust. I think Staunch has potential, but I'll trust. I mean, yeah, let's just do the thing in Arsenal to respite here, right? I mean, maybe there's a world where we do just cook Aurora. I don't know, like if we're playing pummels. I'm curious to see what this Aurora build looks like, because like the problem is that like I don't really understand what any of the new heroes are. I understand what they're doing. We just haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. Dude, Swolio looks cool. Swolio looks sweet. Agreed. Mini Borks. One time at a ProQuest, this is going to be completely random, but one time at a ProQuest, I was playing against a I was playing Victor, and I was playing against an Aurora, and I forgot to bring an Arcane Barrier and won at a ProQuest. Well, what if we pitch drink them under the table and take 3? It's kind of crazy, but I'm kind of like here for it. Are they going to give go again? Like, I bet they're just going to set up, right? This card is so cool. Yeah, let's wager a gold. Overpower is also pretty sweet against Face Purgatory, right? Zyggy is broken. You can ask AB. I'm a Zyggy believer. I mean, I hope Ziggy's cool. If Icelander 2, Swolio Boogaloo is going to be the actual build for him, I don't know. We'll see. Will of Arcana is under $100. Will of Arcana, however you pronounce that. Does seem like a good time to pick it up if it is under that price. I mean, I think we're just no blocking this, right? Like, I think I'm okay taking 4. This is fine. Depends on what the rest of their hand does. Oh, that feels bad. Well, we need to block this one, so we'll give Sink Below. We'll put the E-Strike on the bottom. We have a 2-card play of just swinging the Sledge here. Okay, so they're just on a red line build. They're actually just playing like red line, go crazy. So we need to just be blocking. They leave us with this, we'll throw the pile driver. If they throw the weapon at us, we'll just cover it with the overcrowded. I don't see a reason to do anything else. Okay. Is red line good enough is the question. I mean, I guess we're about to find out. All right, Tunic is up to use with Oasis Respite, which I like. We also have Riches to pitch to like AB. Okay, cool. That lines up well. So yeah, they come at us with this. We can also like pitch the Rouse if we'd like. We will, in fact, take one. So I think we're going to pitch the Rouse here as well, right? Because now we're lower life. We can use the Respite for full value if we need to. I mean, they're drawing like pretty good turns so far, I feel like. All right, so we're going to Respite ourselves. Target the Fry. So we're going to take two. We'll pay one for the Arc Lightning. This is one arcane damage, so we can use Tunic for the arcane damage. I mean, our opponent has had pretty good hands so far. This red line build of the deck has like seemed to be lining up pretty well. I hit the space bar a couple of times. I'm gonna wait a minute and see what happens. Maybe we can refresh. Okay. Talishar might be lagging a little bit here. I mean, with the new cards, it's kind of expected some, so. Yo, are we getting a freaking ad? I was like, dog. Like, dog, better get this ad out of here. Like, on God, I pay for this shit, so we don't have to have ads. On God, for real, for real. It's not worth giving up equipment here. I'd rather save it for something else, so we're going to take one. Dropping logs and cranking hogs. Yo, I like that. I like that. Yo, Awesome Rosso, what's up, buddy? Okay. Slow down just a little bit here, opponent, please. I mean, opponents had some pretty good hands. Maybe this red line deck is real, bro, you know? I mean, I'm not saying I'm like, you know, ready to like sell the bill or anything because they've literally not had a hero power to this point. No press, please. I don't really want to Arsenal Terra Thunder because of their fridge. All they have to do is give us one card. A golden hog? Did they really? Did they really? That's actually crazy. I mean, if we block with this, we're preventing 2 damage by blocking 2. It feels kind of bad, but I think we're just gonna start forcing them to block a little bit. Like, I think I'm okay with this. They're not really doing anything with resources, so I think this is fine. They are all gas, no brakes, huh? And they're just going to give us the might and the vigor for next turn? Man. I'm intrigued by this Aurora deck right now. It has my attention. So we need to be able to block with one card and ship the house. Would be for 10, 3, 5, 7, 8. I mean, they kept all 5 cards. So, like, blocking with one card does not seem very viable here. Okay. Embodiment of Lightning. Oh, wait, wrong hero. Yeah. I mean, if we get pressed, we end up taking the full 10, which is like probably what's happening here, but I mean, I guess they could block with Purgatory for no value here to go for this. I think we're supposed to do this. It's technically 11, right? 3, 5, 7, 9. 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. They cannot block this out. Because of the might token from last turn, they cannot block this out. Now, if they have like a D-React in Arsenal, which is possible that they're playing like Sigil of Suffering here. Oh my god, the freaking instant. Oh my god, this is so bad. So they're going to get to draw a card, and they're going to make a Might and a Vigor. I mean, I think we had to jam it. I don't think we have. They've not showed us a single blue yet. I don't think we're supposed to respect that at all. I don't think arm piece or leg piece really matters here. Trying to kind of answer your question, I don't think arm piece or leg piece really matters here. God, it is insane how good the second strikes have been against us. We're just gonna give it the chapeau. Like, I know it sucks, but man, like, is there a world we give gauntlets here inefficiently and we're able to climb back into this game? Like, is there ever a world that is? I hate giving up this value, but I really think we need to keep chapeau just in case. Chapeau might be one of our chances to get back into this game. Like, I know that it is more efficient value to play for the chapeau block there, but chapeau is just too powerful. And if we ever get a hand with like Command and Conquer, we might just be able to disrupt them enough to get back into the game. We're low enough now to where we need to block this. I mean, we are fatiguing them. Not that it matters. We're at 11. Like, I don't think us fatiguing them is a real thing. We'll take 1 down to 10, and then I'll block with the gauntlets here on the Scorpio. This Aurora list has surprisingly looked pretty good. Now, the question is it looking good because we're playing Guardian without any of the upside of Victor? This is third Arc Lightning. I might cry. We will bottom the bet big. Okay. I mean, I did not think there was. I'm going to be real with you guys. I did not think there was enough red line slop that existed for this to be a real thing. Like, just leveling with you guys, I did not think that there was enough red line slop that, like, existed in the pool for this to be okay. Like, with Entwine Lightning and the Elemental pool, like, sure, I completely understood that. I didn't think this would be viable at all, either. God, and they can literally just deal an arcane damage to us. We'll just sink below. We can bottom the E-Strike. That's fine. Blue, please. We are going to wager the gold. Yeah. This is going to deal 1 arcane damage to us. They're basically saying they're going to take the damage. And when this hits, we're going to get the arcane ping. Yeah. So this puts them to 19. The trigger goes on the stack. We activate Tunic. When they throw one at us, we're going to use our Tunic wisely here. I mean, that's fine. If they wanted to bait out our Tunic, I'm also okay with that, I think. Now, the next time I throw Chapeau, or next time I throw Pile Driver, it will have Chapeau on it. Yellow Ravenous Rabble is actually insane. That's crazy. We're playing Yellow Ravenous Rabble. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I think they took 5 life for no reason as well. Like, I think they should actually just, I mean, I don't know what you mean they took 5 for no reason. Like, they could have blocked 3. Like, instead of playing that card, I think they're just supposed to block 3. I mean, I did say not enough red slop, so they are playing yellow slop, which is kind of crazy. No, you're good, Dot. You're good. I was just confused for a minute. That logs are not a hammer or a club, Rob. I salute you because I also learned that the hard way, big dog. I also learned that the hard way, big dog. I get it.
Lizard.
No, we cannot pay 2. I am not going to wager a gold. I don't want them to be able to draw a card with an extra blue. I would rather just attack for 6 and then set up the tokens. Okay. This has been a very weird game. I agree. They have to have the last copy of Arc Lightning is what they're setting up. Ooh, they have Burn Up and Shock. I will take 1. They do not have anything. Actually, am I supposed to pay 1 there? They have 4 cards in hand. We're going to have to pay for the rune chant as well, right? No, we should probably just wait and see if... There might be a world where we can keep this. So they have the last lightning press. They've only played 2 presses. This could be the last press. I made a 60-second slapstick skit. If you want a quick laugh, it's stream safe. Was it the video you posted in the Discord earlier today, Pockets? They undid their action. So they're playing 1 discharge. We'll take this down to 8. I think this is fine. And then let's see. What do we have left? We have a fate on the stack, a fate in our hand. There are no fates on the board. We just put a respite to the bottom. This is our last shelter. So there's 1 more fate we haven't seen. This is probably fine to put on bottom. I don't know that we're ever going to get a hand that like covers this up effectively. And then this is 7. No, this is draw a card. So playing both D-Reacts does not insulate us for next turn, but it does bottom that shit. But it does let us throw log for 7. We bottomed to Bravado. I mean, I think we're just going to do this again. Like, I want them blocking, I think. We're not going to pay for the overpower, but I'm going to wager a gold. I wish I would have wagered 1 last turn. If they have that blue, we'll go to 7. Like, how many burnups are they playing is the question. We've also only seen 1 of Path of Same Ends. I mean, it's turn 10. I was expecting to see most of, like, man, I don't know. Log needs its on pummel called Not. Oh, that would be fun. All right, so they go to 6. We get a gold, a might, and a vigor token. Is that their last snatch as well? No, they could have another one in hand. I was assuming that was their last arc lightning. Damn. This is crazy because the value of giving them go again feels so bad. Like, are we forced to give them go again to block 3? God, I hate that so much. That makes me want to vomit. Press me? Okay. I mean, it's unfortunate, but not a lot we can do. And we know that they have another snatch in their hand. They're going to go to 9. That's also just the second sigil they've played, right? So they have a snatch in their arsenal. This is not going to kill them, but I am going to wager another gold with them. Presses I mean, press allows them to arsenal snatch and have the and play the sigil so that they get a 5-card hand this turn, I guess, is what it does with the sigil knowledge now. I did not expect Sigil of Solace either. I mean, we saw one earlier. I will wager a gold. I'm interested in fueling my plan as much as possible. If we get to a point where they want to block, that's okay. They have one more blue aura that we have to be aware of. I don't remember what it's called. Sigil of some horse shit or something, I think. Where is it? There it is. Arcanic Reproach. They have one more of those in their deck, more than likely. Feels like that's the only blues they're on. When people say aggro soup, this is what they're referring to. Take 4 down to 5. Okay. We set up the gold token. Where's their last Arc Lightning? I mean, yeah, Sigil of some horse shit, like whatever it's called. This has to be their Arc Lightning, right? Like they no? No, that's Victor's aura. I can die from 2 life, by the way. How are we dying from 2 life? Do I want to tunic this? How would they give this go again? Are we about to get juiced by like some Snapdragon Scalers or some bullshit? So I'm going to pitch Thunk. We're going to block with the E-Strike. They can shock plus reproach on your turn. Okay, that makes sense. I want to Arsenal the Favor Scene. Okay, so they're on 6 blues. So they just played the shock. They can't play the burn up there. And then they have the Snatch and Arsenal that we're going to block with the Favor Scene. Okay. Hell yeah, leave that shit on top. They're on Sigil of Suffering as well. Okay. So, I mean, we're just not going to attack them, right? Like, we're literally just going to do this and then just Arsenal, Respite, and pass. And force them to have cards left. They have played 2 copies of Burn Up and Shock, only 2 copies of Arc Lightning, and they have a Sigil of Suffering on top of their deck. I mean, knowing that there's Sigil of Suffering in their deck on turn 14 is really interesting because it means I am big chilling. So there's the 1 blue Sigil of Horseshit, as we called it earlier, and then there's a Burn Up and Shock left. They pitched a Flittering Charge and a Gone in a Flash and passed. If I attack this with Overpower, we'll have an entire blue worth of stuff to do. 6 months later, Aurora still goes burr. I think I want to keep the Thunderquake in hand. I mean, I think just sending this is fine. Like, this feels okay because we have AB. We have an entire blue left to pay. Like, this feels okay. We're making the Respite worse, which is kind of scary. We could have thrown Rouse there, but I don't think it's worth knowing that they have the D-React in their hand. There's Last Burn Up and Shock, which I absolutely love to see. We're going to pay 1. This is fine. Okay, so they're going to cover this up, which means they're going to have access to 3 cards in their turn. But we did manage to, like, we did take 3 cards out of their deck right there. Ooh, having Riches and Rouse together feels bad. What are you stacking for? Like, I don't think there's like a crazy late game play for you here, is there? We just get to go again into Hammer? Does Ripple work into Flow? It works into the attack action, whatever it's called, the flow state, because this is creating this, but like it wouldn't off of Aurora's ability because Ripple says action cards. Yeah, I'm happy to pay. There's no reason to wager a gold now, right? Like they're at 6. Like, oh yeah, sorry. We're throwing the log, man. I'm gonna have to like beat saying Ripple out of my head, or I'm saying Hammer out of my head because I've been I've been saying Hammer for years now. Yeah, Arc Lightning's in their next hand, which is fine. Like that's okay. Like they're trying to block and set up, but now they're at the point in the game where they have to like they're trying to set up for a cool turn, but they're at the point in the game now where like this is going to wreak havoc. I'd like to tell you that I knew this was coming up this turn, but just like this is just good draws, you know? Oh, they're getting aggressive. We're going to take 1 and respite the next thing. They just blocked with their last blue Arcanic, like their last Arcanic Reproach. They also have all their burn up and shocks gone. So we cover Cranial Crush. And then we respite ourselves back to 3. We cover the current funnel. They send Scorpio. We block with Terra Sunder. And then next turn, they don't have enough to kill us. And then, as Pat Benatar said, hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. Bow, bow, bow. Fire away. Now. Hooray! Confetti! I'm not gonna lie. I did not think we were gonna win that game. That did not feel like a game that we were winning. The backup plan of Fatigue worked out pretty well. Winning that game felt pretty good. Because I did not start the game off with Fatigue in mind. Like, if you go back and you watch the beginning of the game, Fatigue was not game plan number 1. I was going to try and pile driver outvalue them. That is the second time in 2 nights we have fallen back onto the Fatigue plan and won the game with it. Interesting. I do think that's worth noting. Let's see here. We did get the win. Started by trying to race with log plus chapeau value and ended up fatiguing them when we saw they were on red line. yellow rabble of note in this deck. Watch out for instant speed pings with Arcanic Reproach. Okay. That is something I wanted to make a mental note of. Okay. I gotta use the bathroom really quick. I gotta use the bathroom. 2 seconds. We're gonna run to the bathroom. When I come back, we got some more games. Don't go anywhere. Betsy's winning nats, baby. Full access to roast me. You have another like 60. I guess you could say you have another 67 seconds. 6-7. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. That scream just made Summer jump. Ian, please tell Summer I'm very sorry. What the fuck? We're gonna die? It was... Come on. Oh, T-Talks, I'm so good at this game. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. Okay, we back. Bathroom break accomplished. Let's win some more Betsy games. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm enjoying this deck. I am really enjoying this deck. Ooh, this should be interesting. I haven't played against a Zyggy yet. Good luck and have fun. Do we want AB2? Like, do we want to try AB2 and Firemind here? Went to the bathroom to drop some logs. Dear God. Hang on, where are we at? We'll call that one Zyggy. Let's see. We're gonna tell him that we're thinking, because I'd like a minute to think about this. I think we're gonna try AB2. And we're gonna try AB2 and see how it feels. Because I'm not sure. We are gonna play log. Bravado. This feels like it has to be a Bravado matchup. Pummel. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Blaze left a sigil of some horse shit in the bathroom, bro. Y'all are crazy. Maybe you're right, but y'all are crazy. We're just gonna overpower. We're just gonna get aggressive. Oh, they're on Flash of Brilliance, Greaves, New Chess Piece, and Starfield Touch. Okay. They're on 62 into us. Did I miss something, or did they not have the opportunity to go Gone in a Flash, Discharge, Bounce, Gone in a Flash, Funnel? Yeah, I think they... I don't remember exactly, Douse, but they probably could have. Yo, what up, Nuance? How are you, buddy? Here to get crunk indeed. That's right. Hello, fellow kids.
Lizard.
I always think of that Steve Buscemi. I always forget how to say it. That like gif or like that like picture where he's just like, hello, fellow kids. Okay. Nothing else. Take one. Give me a gold, please. I said please. Yo, Pile Driver gets go again? Oh, Sag. No, go again for Pile Driver. All right, let's go Buckle. We might be able to snipe something. We might be able to snipe something later. Think our opponent's going to be in the tank trying to figure out their lines. Did I write down Zyggy in the log? we write this down? Zyggy! And we went first. Let's talk about Betsy. Talk about you and me. All the good times and all the bad times. We're just going to give up the sync below here, I think. Oh, dude. The Codex Journal is, in fact, a log book. I love that. It's +1. So, sync below, bottoming the shelter still covers this up. Bottom the shelter. I mean, the +1 could have been really good there if I'd like given a 3-block or something. That would have actually been pretty good. I should just cosplay the log. I mean, the cosplaying the log would be pretty fun, I feel like. Yes. We're gonna give him the juice. Give him the heater, Ricky. Forget about the curveball. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Major League. It's a baseball movie from the 90s. Maybe it's from the 80s. I don't know. It's old, though, and I really like it. Oh, who's spectating us? Dirty Communist. All right. What a name. What a name. Jobu. Dude, at the end of that movie when he's like, fuck you, Jobu. I do it myself. Let's block with a thunk. We'll take 3, and then we'll try to hit him with the old razzle-dazzle here. I don't think there's a great chance that's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Blaze is going to give Carly the log ride later. Oh my god, I really hope she's listening. Oh, cinema. Absolute cinema. Okay, so now fragment happens. This is 2. We're actually just... And then when they hit us with the Aphroditeus... Listen, dude. I'm like Ron Burgundy, bro. If it's on the teleprompter, I read it. I'm like Ron Burgundy, bro. If it's on the teleprompter, I read it. Confirmed? Give him the log. Give him the heater, Ricky. Yo, Trent. I told you that in confidence, dog. I took away my but-umps button. So, but-umps. You guys are going to have to imagine that I hit the button. You guys are going to have to imagine that for a minute. Take a walk with me. A journey, if you will. A journey through space. Cosplay Kenny Loggins and tell everyone that their opponent that they're in the danger zone. I went through the danger zone. Gonna take it riding through the danger zone. Phenomenal song. Opening to an even better movie. Love Top Gun. Stop playing all these cards at instant speed. Just let me hit you. Let me bonk you with my log. Oh, I'm going to say that to people at Nats. I'm going to be like, I'm bonking you with my log. Oh, God, it hurts. Oh, boy. That is rich. I haven't seen Hail Mary yet. I have not seen Project Hail Mary yet. Carly listened to the audiobook, but I have not seen the movie yet. I've heard good things. I've heard good things. I'm going to need you to say that if we get paired to me at Nats. Listen, this goes for everybody. If you pair into me at U.S. Nationals, and you would like for me to say, I'm going to bonk you with my log, we got to come up with like a phrase, a secret phrase or a keyword that you can say to me so it's inconspicuous, and then I'll say it during our game so people aren't like, those fucking weirdos. You know what I'm saying? So is Log Betsy actually good, or is Nats a throw? I mean, I think the entirety of that question has yet to be determined. What I will say, though, on a serious note, is that I played 20 games with the deck, and I'm 16-4 so far. Let's see. Me. Oh, no, hang on. I am 22 games in, and I am 17-5, not counting this game with the deck. I've only a couple of those have been into like team games so far, so take that for what it's worth. But like it has felt pretty good so far, like for real. Just say, hey, Agrablaze, I'm a small fan. Dude, if you hit me with I'm a small fan in the middle of a match, I will hit you with the I'm bonking you with my log. It's going to be weird when I get kicked out of U.S. Nationals. Oh, boy. What does that, make a flow? And then, yeah, we'll just... When they hit us with the Aphrodite for 3, we will block 1. Take 2. And then I think I'm going to wager a gold here. They only have 2 cards in hand, so if they want to block with those cards to get an extra gold, I think I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah, so like I think the question that that like Nuance was asking is like more like, is this like just for the memes and like the goal and stuff like that? And yes, this did start out as like just like a fun way to like, look back and like say that you all picked my deck for an event. But this is kind of like slowly turning into a real thing. I don't know, like the more I play the deck, the more I'm actually kind of like, this deck's kind of cooking a little bit. We are going to give the sink below, and we are going to bottom the other sink below. A lot of fragmented stuff, but if we hit a blue, it could be really cool. Okay, so no blue means that we are going to play bet big. I don't think I want to wager. I think we're just going to throw 8 and Arsenal the pummel. There's an actual decision point here of whether we Arsenal the other bet big or not, so that we have something else to like overpower bigger than just the log. But I think that having the pummel against a deck that is trying to assemble a like board state of some variety helps us push damage and get ward off the board. Me, the warrior across the table, you sure you want to give me a gold? I mean, the warrior matchup will be tough. We'll have to figure that out, right? Hey, what's up, Tiny Hands? How are you? Any timeline you ever actually just gold draw off blue? Probably not, because a blue... We only have 2 gold. A blue right there does not put us in a situation that... A blue right there does not put us in a situation where we can pummel something and do stuff. So I don't think so. Okay, so they're setting up ward after this. So they're using this as their setup turn. And then hopefully we can utilize the pummel next turn. I've had 2 or 3 people suggest double downs to me. I felt like there's not been enough gold generation to like make that like viable. Danyan Chong, thank you so much for the sub over on YouTube. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. Those questions are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. There's not enough gold generation, at least from what I've seen so far, that allows me to rationalize putting... That rationalizes me putting Double Down in the deck. Double Down feels cool, but almost like a little meme-worthy is what I would say. I would like to IP this Bravado. I mean, they have Word. I have a lot of Word in play, basically, is what I'm saying. This does take away one of their choices. Actually, am I supposed to overpower and pummel this? 2, 5, 6, 7. This would come in for 8. This would come in for 12. I mean, I think if we're going to Chapeau, we want to use it to try and push value, right? And then we can IP the Bravado if we need to. I actually like this play quite a bit. Like, there's 2 more Bravados we haven't seen. It's only turn 5, granted, but... Batter to a Pulp is probably going to find its way into the sideboard. I think it's a card that, like, I probably need. I really want to see if there's a world where I can just bonk Gravy with Overpower every turn and see if that's sufficient enough. I don't know if it is, but it's something I want to try. Yo, Kree, are you asking me my favorite hot dog topping? I mean, there's a pretty solid chance this gets covered, right? But I think we have to force the issue. I don't think we have another choice. Static Shelter still leaves you 1 short. Okay. This does allow you to cover. You could also pitch a blue and pay for Static Shelter, activate Zyggy, and put this back into play, and then save some other things on your board here. And then you could still let this go, amp, and then deal 3 arcane damage to me. I would use the Tunic and take 2 less here, but it is a viable play they have. I mean, yeah, we'll probably have a stream where I have a Gravy player just sit down in front of us and like we just play the game multiple times. Oh, log topping? Oh, dude. Dude. I'm like, yeah, that went right over my head. Oh, they're just going to give me their whole board. Interesting. They did not pay. This is going to ping us with 2. We're going to hit with 2 instances of Arcane. So what we're going to do, this is Arcane, right? Yeah. What does this make? A lightning flow? Okay. So we're going to take 4 Arcane this turn, and they're going to have 2 lightning flows. But we did clear the board, which is kind of nice. 9 overpower wager wins you 2 gold. Well, let's take a look at Double Down after this. Like, I'm down to just take a look at it after this and talk about it. As long as this ends in time for me to make it to the team meeting, I'm good to just genuinely like talk about that card after this. That is good with me. They are going to get a Might and a Vigor, which could be annoying. My favorite hot dog toppings are chili and cheese. Also, like if I'm having if I'm feeling like pretty, you know, like pretty like straightforward, like nothing crazy for the day, I will hit like some ketchup and mustard. But I like chili and cheese. I will probably ask Rose to sacrifice herself to see if Betsy can beat Gravy Bones. That is probably a real thing that will happen, yeah. All right, they get the tokens, which is unfortunate. But we cleared out, we did our goal. Like, we achieved our goal. Go again into CNC feels pretty good. I mean, hitting Gravy with a batter does seem improbable. But man, if there's ever a world where we could like overpower that and like crush the compass, that could be insane, actually. Is that real? Is like 2 copies of batter so that we can like use Chapeau to take it off the board real? Is that a thing we can try to do? If Tunic was up, I would probably wager this. Like, I would probably use Chapeau to wager this if Tunic was up so we could overpower for 7. Batter requires a 4-card hand. Or it requires batter and arsenal, right? So, like, it's still 4 cards, but we're able to block with a card and do it. It seems tough to pull off. It does seem tough to pull off. Plus, you need to do it early, right? Like, the earlier you do it, the better. What if we just said no blocks? Like, I know it's kind of crazy, but, like, I don't really want to let them, like... I mean, they took quite a bit of damage, right? They just gave up their arsenal. What if we said no blocks and... just kind of, like, played it from there? Like, we have the rouse to play this out if we want to. Three cards plus Tunic works for batter? No. I mean, 2 cards... 2 cards in batter is 3 cards. So I think when Trent says it is a 4-card play... +1? Sure. So we're going to end up taking 9 is what's going to happen, and they have Ward 1 in play. Yeah, so you have to pitch 3 cards alone. We want to AB2 and then just overpower this. We're already going to 20. They have Ward 1 in play. This is actually a really weird decision. Like, I really don't know how I feel about this decision. This is interesting. Like, I want to throw the rouse, but we don't have a reasonable follow-up. So I think we're better off to just do this. Just go to 20, retain our 10-point life lead, and then push 9. I'm not playing any of the suspense auras, but there has been some consideration for them topple, for sure. Like, the suspense auras are good. Like, I've seen Trent's working on a list that plays, like, blue tension in the air. and we were playing The Suspense is Killing Me at one point. A Scottish professional log tosser with a thick imperial mustache. Well, I would have to like get a fake mustache because this is not exactly what I would call thick up here. But that would be cool. I feel like if we do get to 750, cosplaying Betsy is going to be hilarious. That's just Brown from League of Legends. I assume it's what LOL is. League of Legends. I've never played League. New heroes seem mid. I mean, we haven't even seen all the cards yet, Drew. You know what I mean? Like we still have commons coming from this weekend from the world premiere. I think it's extremely early to be making that assessment. I mean, so like here's the example I would give you is that like the first like week or whatever, like the first like month or two, OG Prism was like not very good when she first came out. There had to be like she had to be like worked on a little bit. I'm telling you, if you pair into me, all you gotta do is let me know, and I will tell you. If you let me know during the game, I will say that I'm bonking you with my log. We can be on camera, and I will dead ass look you in the eye and say that. I'll look in the camera and say it if you want me to, if we're on camera. Because that's how I'm here for you all. I'm here for you all. Okay, so like of what we've seen so far, I mean, admittedly, like there have been some cool cards, but nothing that seems like it's going to be meta shattering so far. I do agree with that, Drew. For Prism 3 and her 4th weapon in the next set, please no. Please no. I mean, I could see it 110%, but please no. Can you blink this? Yeah, and it makes a flow and everything. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so they activate Zyggy. And then they're going to hit us with the old razzle dazzle. So do we want to take 2? I mean, they have 0 ward in play. We're just supposed to take this and AB and like just slam this, right? Are you... Dude, new Prism. You really think AB2 is necessary to play against Zyggy? I don't use any. I mean, Bolton's a little bit different, right? Loro? Like, I will say, like Bolton's probably a little bit different, right? Because you're an aggro deck and you're trying to, like, get aggressive. I'm a mid-rangey deck and I have to, like, tempo them out. Okay, so if I crack a gold and draw a red, I have 2 floating. I can arsenal the red after I ship this. Although the threat of discard a card is real. I'm trying to find a way to arsenal this, and I think I'm just greeting too much. I think is the hard truth. Oh, dude, I should have chapeaued here. We could have came in for 11. See, these are the things I'm learning about the deck that I need to make sure I keep up with. Hey, what's up, Damien? Just being a lunatic and playing Zyggy with Reality Refractor? I've seen multiple Reality Refractor builds. Yeah, 100%, bro. Oh, we are logged in. All right, Damien, let me tell you. We are logged and loaded. I'm excited to draft at Nats. Day 2 Yokohama and then lost to 3 die rolls in the Ira Mirror. Oh, that's tough. I'm very excited to draft again. I love drafting. I know that this is an unpopular opinion, but I stand by it. Drafting is the single most skill expressive format in any trading card game. And I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I love draft. I love draft. Looking at your graveyard, I'll be gentle, I promise. Oh God, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Brother, my brother in Raw. A lot of people don't feel that way. Let me rephrase. A lot of the casual player base does not feel that way. So it really depends on who's watching, I guess. Like there are a lot of like what I would call the casual player base that do not think that like that do not think that draft is like that skill expressive format that I'm talking about. Okay, so currently, should we just use Tunic here? Feels like we should to save some life, right? Sealed does feel about luck. I kind of get on board with that a little bit. Sealed does feel, I mean, don't get me wrong, like you still have to be like skill expressive and sealed because it is a limited format. But if you open a bomb and the rest of the like group does not, you will probably just like dominate. I think featuring draft is very important. I think it's very important. All right, so they discard a card, we draw a card. This isn't exactly what I would call a banger. I can't heave this shit, unfortunately. Let's go. In Boa, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Guys, if you are here for the first time and you are new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody when they're new. They are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourself. Love to get to know more about you guys. I think we're just going to wager for 7, right? Like, this is just be aggressive time. I think this is just be aggressive time. Like, I know we have this Thunderquake, but, like, our hand did not... We could have, like, cracked a gold. So, like, most of our hand would have went to throwing it for 8. I would rather throw Overpower and force them to have something. Like, right here... Oh, this card's sick. Clear Conscience is actually sick. So this is 6. This would put them to 1. They make an embodiment of lightning. I mean, if they don't have anything else, they go to 1. Like, it kind of feels like we're at a place in the game where we can literally just keep... logging over and over again to try and win the game here. There are some matchups these defense reactions are not very good in. This is going to be 9. We have to give up the house here, but this is 9 overpower, which is 2 more than the weapon would have been. And with them at 1, it's worth it. High Seas Draft was amazing. High Seas Draft was freaking cinema. Don't get me wrong, Hunted Draft was very good to me at the Pro Tour, but I feel like Hunted Draft was pretty volatile. High Seas Draft was elite. Even though I think I went 3-3 at US Nationals at High Seas Draft. So it like wasn't... I didn't do as well in that format, but I still think it was really good. Hey, we win. You guys know what that means. Confetti! Hooray! We win. Dun 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 dun. Voicemo. I will say Rosetta Draft was not that fun. Rosetta Draft was not my favorite. All right, let's talk about Double Down and how this fits in the deck. We got 8 minutes. We beat Zyggy. They were trying to set up a board and used D-Reacts plus Ward to protect their stuff. Used Overpower and Pummels to keep the board clear and apply pressure. Op was on a turn, off a turn, which favored us. Okay, so just so you all are aware, now, like, I'm not saying this is the end-all, be-all. Through 23 games, I'm 18-5 with this deck. I'm 18-5 with this deck, which means I really hope you all actually pick this one for Nats, because I feel like this has a real chance to actually be okay. All right, let's talk about Double Down. Double Down is a 2-cost red Guardian Warrior action 3-block. You may destroy a gold you control rather than pay Double Down's cost. The next attack that wagers this turn gets +3 and overpower. If a hero would create one or more tokens from a wager this turn, instead they create that many +1 of each of those tokens. So you're setting up more tokens, which seems solid. Like, making extra tokens is cool. I really like that it's the next attack, meaning that you could, like, give the log +3. What if we cut Clash of Bravado for this? We heard our Prism matchup. We're currently on 30 poppers or 33 poppers, I think. So we heard our Prism matchup a little bit. Double Down, bad card. Why is it bad, Trent? Hit me with it. It also punishes Ripple Away, though. Oh, because if they ripple away like our bet big, we don't make any tokens. I don't know. It's Nimblism plus that blocks 3 but can be bricky. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really given this card a shot yet, which means we should. So maybe we'll try this over Clash of Bravado on Thursday and see how it feels. And then we can consider in some matchups, we'll add Fate for Scenes to this, or I'm sorry, we'll add Shelters to the sideboard. So we'll have a 51 card main deck. And then there will be aggro matchups where we play Fate for Scenes, Double Downs, and Respites. And then in other matchups, we may be on Double Downs. Is there a matchup we don't want Fate for Scene against? I'll probably just leave Fate for Scene in the main deck. I'd be surprised if there wasn't some amount of Double Down in the deck, if you're proactive at least. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, on some level, like, I hear what Trent is saying, like, it's redundant. But it does seem like this card on some level does make sense, right? Maybe not 3. Maybe we play 2 of this in one Clash of Bravado. We'll try it. We'll try it and see how it feels. I will try it some this week. We will come back on Thursday and talk about it some more. Because we're going to be playing Betsy again on Thursday. Because Betsy for Nats, we're trying to learn a new hero. We got to get in the log mindset. Because we are log gaming.
Lizard.
Also, I added this to my soundboard and getting to use it tonight. So
I play Pot of Greed. This allows me to take 2 cards from my deck and add them to my hand.
I added that to the soundboard and wanted to use it. So there it is. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here and hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys chilling. Don't forget, Prague is this weekend. We have the Prague world premiere coming up this weekend. If it wasn't at like 4:30 in the morning, I was going to try and do like a watch party or something. But you know, it's at 4:30 in the morning, so I will be asleep more than likely. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Remember, no podcast tomorrow. The podcast got pushed, so I don't know. Well, the podcast will come out later this week. If nothing else, stream on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. I will see you guys on Thursday. Take it easy, guys.